because he uses Freeze and Shine by Paul Mitchell on his hair like I do. That looks great, man. I love it. The inmates. How many inmates do we have here tonight? Oh, my goodness. You know, they said they were going to get you some T-shirts before long, so we're going to get you some inmate T-shirts. Maybe orange with a little black lettering on them, okay? Is that cool? All right. All right. Tobacco Exotica has sponsored the show tonight, so we want to put a shout out to them. Thank you guys so much. Tobacco Exotica went down here. They gave us a lot of toys for Todd. Thank everybody for bringing some of the toys for Todd's figures here tonight. We really appreciate the toys for the kids. We really appreciate that. All right, coming up next from Jacksonville, Florida. He's just formerly a skateboarder, now a comedian. Would you please welcome to the stage, Alan? Come on down, baby, Tracy!
Give it for the mouth of the South! Man, this is so exciting being here at the Streamline Hotel. I am so excited because I have been doing stand-up comedy for a very long time. And I have reached a milestone in my career that so many people before me get. You know what I mean? Like, they get to this point and they talk about it, like in their story, about how after this point their career takes off, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm so excited, Streamline Hotel, inmates, everybody, to let you guys know that I am finally living in my car. All right. Thank you. Took a long time. I had to get a car first. Let the career take off. No, I ended up where I'm at because I was a deadbeat dad. You can boo that, it's okay. But it was. I'm not deadbeat dad anymore. Big almost. Thanks. No, I turned my life around, got clean and sober, but one of the things, like, you know, deadbeat dads, they say that a lot of deadbeat dads go out to get a pack of cigarettes, you know, something like that, and they never come back. I left to find my kids a better mother. I'll take the ping pong balls for that. And I was like, oh, well, you know, what's the first place that a deadbeat dad can go to find single moms?
A bar.
Well, I was thinking of more like single moms with daddy issues. The strip club, yeah. So I ended up in the deadbeat dad world in the strip club. I like strippers. I like when they get on stage, they grab the rag and then they wipe down the pole from the girl before them, right? And then when they're on their hands and knees and they're picking up all the money, I'm saying there's nothing hotter than watching a woman in her underwear clean. This is great. I love this. You guys are awesome. You guys got bags of them. I got jokes. Shit. I asked the strippers, I said, how do you get your names? You know, strippers like to say, oh, you only name yourself after things you like Mercedes or Porsche or, I don't know, Xanax. Whatever. But I met a girl one time and her name was Cinnamon, and I said, if you name yourself after something you like, why are you called Cinnamon? She goes, do you like breakfast? And I go, yeah. She goes, you gonna get a lap dance from a girl named French Toast? With I do try to again go out there and find somebody. It's always, we're all trying to find somebody. If you haven't, you know, if you have found somebody, make some noise. And the rest of us are doomed, so be happy. She's not still looking. You're good. But I did started downloading dating apps. I started downloading all the apps, and I noticed on the apps that a lot of women have the same headline. They're tired of guys that play games. Right? Yeah, look, I don't know what kind of games guys play on a date. The only game I play is try not to fart. On the dating apps, you can describe what would be a good first date, and a lot of women say dinner, a walk on a beach, and then a movie. Guys, that's a great first date because we can see how much it costs to feed you. find out if you're willing to walk off some calories, and then get to know if you can sit in a room and be quiet for 2 hours. It all comes together. It all comes together. Now I'm almost 50, and I've noticed that, yeah, I know, right? Believe me. I noticed that the women my age are gorgeous. Gorgeous. They're like beautiful, right? I'm on the dating apps, I'm like swiping, looking, and then I start reading profiles, and they're like regional manager of this and director of operations of that. And I was, at one moment I had to make sure I was on Tinder and not LinkedIn. And then I realized that if I'm gonna date now, I'm gonna have to date way out of my league. Just way out of my league. I was thinking about being progressive, and I thought that I could date a transgender person.
Oh, yeah.
Like a woman, looks like a woman, talks like a woman, acts like. There's a category called passable, right? The problem, and this is the problem with me, is that I'm toxic, and that I'm certain that at some point in time, don't fight. I'm certain at some point in time, if I got into a fight with my transgender girlfriend, I would end up using her dead name. Yeah, right? I'm like, you gonna throw that coffee mug at me? Go ahead and throw it, Steven. You throw like a... Well, that's actually pretty good, Steven. You ever hit me? I am 49 years. Don't push it. I'm close. All right. I'm still living the like 6-8 months. What's my birthday? 7 months. 49 years old. Something about me. I'm 215 pounds, and I can still do a kickflip. All right. Give me a scale. What? See, yeah, there's 215 pounds. Everybody, I should have said like 200 pounds. I was lying. It's 219. I was trying to get anybody to catch that. Yeah. I did start skateboarding again. It was part of a midlife crisis thing. There, like most middle-aged men get something like about their youth. Like some guys get a car, some guys get a boat. Something related to transportation. I got a skateboard. That's it. That's all I got. When I was a kid, I didn't have a dad to help me work on a car or take me fishing or take me to get a motorcycle on a ride or anything like that. I didn't have a dad. I just had a mom that said, "Here, go play in the street." All right, so that's how new jokes go. Isn't that great? Let's see what. Okay. I like video games. I like playing driving games. I like playing driving games when I'm actually driving. Right? Like I play a game called Is That a Cop? Right? You guys know that one? I like to play a game called Low on Gas. Right? You guys play that one, right? As soon as the light comes on, it's time to go. It's a rainy night here, just like this in Florida. And I had come across what in Florida we call retention ponds, right? And I come across a stretch of road, they're from the water runoff. The stretch of road I came across had a pond on the left side, a pretty big one, and another pretty big one on the right side, right? And I don't know if it was a plague of Egypt or what was happening, but all the frogs from this pond wanted to go to that pond, and all the frogs from that pond wanted to go to this pond at the same time. The road was moving, okay? Up ahead, it was just moving. It was like alive. I was like, what is that? Oh my God, I started hopping, and then I just started killing them. Man, like, listen, there was nowhere to go. They just came on the road. There they were. Just started popping them like bubble wrap. There was one of those things up ahead that was tells you your speed. Like one of those speed trap things. Let me finish the joke. Hold on, it gets worse. It's one of those speed trap things up ahead, tells you how fast you're going. I stepped on the gas to get through the gauntlet. It started going up. I thought it was my score. Now you can throw ping pong ball. I got an uncle that likes to cook. He's actually, my Uncle Casey, he's one of the world's top steak chefs. Like in the world, like top steak. Yeah, it was like world competitive steak chef. He also likes to hunt. He's got a nice big freezer in his house full of, well, basically everything's labeled. If you read it, it's like world. It looks like he shot the supporting cast of a Disney movie. Is what it looks like. So we're out over his house. He's grilling this piece of meat, and he goes, "Hey nephew, come here, check this out." I go, what is it? He goes, "This is dockery." And I go, "What's dockery?" And he goes, "You know, venison is deer meat." And I go, "Yeah." And he goes, "Well, dockery is bear meat." And I was like, "Well, okay, I'll try it." And he goes, "No, listen, bear meat is better than beef." And I was like, if that were true, wouldn't there be bear farms on the side of highways? I used to drive around and go, "Look kids, bears, roar." Dumb high school kids would have to go bear tipping on the weekends. And if you don't know where you get psychedelic mushrooms from, yeah, you do, right? Right? Usually your buddies go out, they got the story, they come back, they're like, "Oh man, the farmer chased us out there with the salt rock shotgun, man. We're good, you know." You gotta get psychedelic mushrooms out of bear shit. It'd be a whole different story, you know. You're like, "Hey man, we went out last night. We got 10 bags of Mexican Cubenzas, but you know, Dave got mauled. Dave got mauled. However, we're going to his funeral tripping balls." All right, you guys. Again, I've been doing stand-up comedy for a long time. I've been doing it, and I really did change everything, turn my whole life around. Got my kids back in my life, living the dream, being a part of Death Row Comedy, being able to come over here and see Jimmy Hart and all of this stuff for all of you guys. One of the things that happened to me when I was very first starting was I had just left my ex-wife, the divorce and all that stuff, and I had taken my daughter to the, both of my kids, I took my kids to the Ripley's Believe It or Not Museum up in St. Augustine, Florida. Back then, she was just 6 years old, and if you go in there, they've got like wax figures of, you know, all kinds of things. We get to the end, and there's like a little stand right there where you can make a wax copy of your hand, right? And my daughter's looking, and there's a curio cabinet, and there's a you can't do the joke. Hold on. There's a curio cabinet. The curio cabinet's got like, you know, like people have done like "I love you," or this "hang loose," "I love you," you know, "peace." And I looked at my daughter at 6 years old, and I was like, "Hey, you want to do it? Go right ahead." You know, she's like, which one do you want? She looks at me with all of her might, holds her hand up like this, and starts peeling back fingers slowly, and then she just leaves this one. I looked at her, and I was like, and I looked at the guy, and I was like, "Hey, man, I'll give you an extra $20 if you'll let her do that and turn it into a candle so we can give it to her mother." My name's Alan Tracy. Thank you guys so much. Streamline Hotels, the back of the Sonica, Death Row Comedy, and the one and only Jimmy Hart.
Alan, that was great. You know what, Alan? Alan told me the joke with the scales and the weight over there, and I thought it was pretty darn funny. I don't know. It went over their head or something. Oh, there you go. I like that. If the inmates don't laugh, I know you're in trouble there. Alan, way to go, baby. Beautiful. All right, the military. Without the military. That's right. We're in trouble without the military. But this next young man
That was
coming up
so
is
much
still
fun.
in the military.
That
And
was
he's